Jordan, a work of art, formed by the hand of the Creator, shaped by the winds and waters and tremors of time, and lovingly crafted by the hands of those living on the land through the centuries, whose lives and talents have become bits and pieces of the very history they were recording, in stone, on parchment, canvas, and film, forming an array of shapes and colors and textures and styles that has become the picturesque Jordan of today. But how to take it all in? There's so much to see and do. But there's a way suited to each visitor who comes. The Jordan Ministry of Tourism and Antiquities has carefully preserved and made accessible the many hidden treasures and rare vistas which formerly were seen only by the Bedouins living in these places, or by the intrepid explorer willing to go where few had ever gone, to be able to experience firsthand things which had been so remote, so impossibly far away. The Jordan Tourism Board has been established to represent all the many facets of tourism and travel: lodging, hospitality, culture, art, entertainment, special events, and this group has created clear, easy-to-follow tour suggestions by which visitors may most effectively explore the opportunities according to their particular interests, tastes, and desires. Here are some of the possibilities. Classical tourism, visiting the unrivaled monuments to civilizations past, like Petra, which has been called the eighth wonder of the ancient world. For centuries, it was hidden from outsiders until the 1800s. Reachable only through the Siq, the long, deep, hidden passageway cut through the massive rock by the forces of nature, at the end of which is the startling view of the 13-story high Treasury Building, carved out of the rock wall and leading the way to the now deserted city, which once controlled the trade routes between 3 continents. It would take days to explore it all, but the trained Bedouin guides tailor each visit to the desires and abilities of their guests, and horses or carriages are available. Not far away is Wadi Rum, a place unlike anywhere else on Earth. Astronauts have said its landscape is remarkably like the surface of the moon. This also is the place made famous by the Great Arab Revolt and by Lawrence of Arabia, the British officer who participated in that campaign and was immortalized in the movie which bore his name and was filmed there. Lawrence's famous book was named after the rock formation in the desert called the 7 Pillars of Wisdom. Wadi Rum is a fascinating place to visit and stay overnight in the incomparable, haunting desert. By far, the largest classical site is Jerash, one of the leading cities of the Decapolis, the League of the 10 Greek cities, all but one located on the Jordanian side of the Jordan River. Jerash is the largest, most complete restored Greco-Roman city in all of the Middle East, and hosts the well-known Jerash Festival each year, featuring artists from across the world who perform in the 2 large Roman theaters and other venues as this ancient city once again comes to life each summer. And in Jordan's capital city of Amman stands the citadel on one of the 7 hills on which the city was built. This fortress, which offers a commanding view of the city below, has played a major role in the history of conquerors back to biblical days. And its museum holds one of the finest collections of any in the region, including Dead Sea Scrolls and other rarities. And there's Qais, the ancient city of Gadara in the north, overlooking the Sea of Galilee, and Aqaba in the south, on the Red Sea, with its ancient ruins near the port where Solomon welcomed the Queen of Sheba, and Aqaba's famous fort, looking quite as it did in the familiar painting of David Roberts in 1839. And there are so many other fascinating places from the periods of Alexander the Great and the Roman Caesars and the Crusaders who left their forts throughout the country. And there's the spiritual track, the Holy Land tours. Jordan has over 200 sites of interest to Christians, Muslims, and Jews, many of them of major significance, like Bethany beyond the Jordan, where Jesus was baptized by John the Baptist. The location of this place was lost for centuries, but was recently rediscovered and has attracted worldwide attention and thousands of visitors, including last year, Pope John Paul II, who on his long-awaited pilgrimage to the Holy Land, stopped at 2 sacred places in Jordan: the baptism site at Bethany and Mount Nebo, where Moses finally saw the Promised Land after 40 years of wandering in the wilderness with his people. The Pope's visit to Jordan was featured on the cover of Time magazine, drawing a great deal of attention to the Holy Land sites in Jordan. And there's a recently uncovered building in Aqaba, which may be the oldest church building in the world. Another kind of tourism is ecotourism, which really means ecologically sensitive and sustainable tourism, but includes nature tours, discovery tours, explorations off the beaten path, sometimes called adventure tours. And Jordan is well equipped for this and has all kinds of overnight tours and expeditions to the mountains and the desert, to nature preserves and animal reserves, and special ecotourism places where the journey can be made by foot or by horse or camel or off-road vehicles or many other means. The options are endless and exciting in this land where being close to nature is a way of life, and all the amenities have been carefully thought out and provided for. And there's recreational tourism, holiday sun, sand and sea, and all sorts of sports, including diving at Aqaba's famous coral reef, and rest, and all kinds of relaxation and health therapies in the healing waters of the Dead Sea, with the mineral-rich ointments and black mud for all kinds of cures, and hydrotherapy and relaxing massage at many of the famous hot springs of Jordan, including the unbelievably hot waterfalls at Ma'in Springs, where King Herod used to come for the healing waters, and has remained a popular resort for European visitors for years. And for those who are looking for elite, world-class luxury resort vacations, Jordan has them in abundance, with major international 5-star hotels and specialty resort facilities to fit every taste and every pocketbook. And Jordan has become a major destination for exotic incentive tours and special events and meetings and conferences. But the lines between these various kinds of tourism blur, and it's easy to pick and choose what combination would best suit each visitor or group. And there are always extra, unexpected moments and surprises around the next corner. A land with seas and skies and deserts, with lofty sacred mountaintops, and the lowest spot on planet Earth. And Jordan is a friendly country, its people known for their legendary hospitality and good relations with their neighbors. A forward-looking kingdom at the cutting edge of social, educational, and economic improvements. Jordan is an exciting and colorful place to be, and a place of serene beauty which takes on more than just the look of well-being and friendliness. the mixture of all its parts, past and present, makes Jordan truly a work of art.